Kind of annoying.
Okay, are you guys ready to play D&D?
I don't know. It could be another
Yes.
half an hour or so.
All right. Um, Welcome everybody to Out of the Abyss. Last time, y'all were returning from Mantle Dareth to find Graven Hollow. You figured you just follow the ring, and so far, the ring that you received to lead you there is supposed to just kind of gently pull you in the closest and safest route to the library. So far, it's been taking you back to Stoneheart Enclave, which is your base of operations near Blingdenstone. On the way there, you were not quite ambushed. They tried to ambush you, but you got the drop on them. Four enormous gray oozes, much bigger than you've ever seen before, occupied a little tunnel, a channel that you were traveling through. You dispatched them with relative ease, which is where we left off, but you are now standing amidst the corpses of these strange oozes, and as you look at them, you get the sense that they are mutated in a way. The demonic influence of Jeweblix seems to be permeating in the area. You also notice that the ooze, as they die, their ooze kind of like spreads out a little bit. You notice that mixed in with it, it's almost a little sparkly. Like it's been.
So it's shiny.
I saw Cora smile with
I hope
relative.
everyone, as soon as you said it, I hope everyone just looked at Cora because that's just our conditioned reflex now.
It's like glitter has been like mixed in with it a little bit, like almost like Fair's Res has kind of combined with its body.
Can I do some kind of check on that, either like investigation or arcana or something?
Yeah, go ahead and make any sort of investigation or knowledge check that you are good at.
Don't forget guidance.
Don't forget the guidance.
What about, do you think survival would be applicable here?
Sure, yeah, because you're surviving in the Underdark, and this is like a...
1d4 guidance?
Yes. That fucking 20.
Nat 20 and Nat 1. That's funny.
Wow, okay.
First roll.
Cora, you like lean down and take one claw, kind of like look at this little bit of slime. It sparkles with intense magical glitter. You know with that survival check that this area is typically not traveled. The slimes aren't known in this area, especially ones of this size. They're usually maybe in places where, where wizards put them. Of course, there was a bunch in Blingdenstone, but you've pretty sure that you cleared them all out. You can tell by the way the path ahead is spotless with a slight glistening of sparkle, like sparkly snail trails, that these slimes were headed kind of where you came from, the direction that you know to be Aramikos. It seems like the presence of the Myconids heading towards Aramikos for this wedding that Zuckmoya is going to be having there seems to be attracting slimes, hungry slimes, and demonic slimes. And you think that, again, due to the size of these and their just demonic energy, that they might have been spawned by Jeweblix itself. and not like
Okay.
natural. So these are
Okay.
slime from the abyss.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell the party this, and then can I make the assumption that um, because Dewey Blix and the Fungal Queen are enemies, that this could be some sort of like they're trying to fuck up the wedding?
That's a pretty good conclusion to draw.
Okay.
That they might be some wedding crashers.
Okay. Cool.
So does this mean we should be trying to stop this whole thing, or we should keep on going towards the library?
That's a good question.
This is Jaslyn asking the group.
Yeah, yeah.
I say when two enemies are fighting each other and solving a problem for you, you let them.
When I talked to Basidia, they said that Zakmoy hadn't yet reached Aramikos. Most likely Juiblex has intercepted her, and they're fighting right now. If we hurry, we can make it to Graven Hollow before. That's the name of the place we're going, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can make it to Graven Hollow, quickly find what we're looking for, and then reach there before she does.
If find more oozes, should let pass?
I don't know. We're eventually going to probably have to fight them anyway.
Realistically,
Maybe
if he's more than likely spawning an army of oozes, so us killing a few of them isn't really going to hamper the grand plan of a demon lord, but if we don't have
Kothar,
to fight them, the
Roll me
better.
an insight real quick, Kothar.
I agree with Kothar. Need to take them out if they cause trouble.
The thing is, you have to make sure we protect the people around here as well.
Roll the 3.
All right, nothing comes to mind.
They are not our responsibility at this point.
Are
Yes,
not
I agree.
responsibility. Oozes or people who live here?
Both.
People who live here.
I say collateral damage is collateral damage.
I
They will
disagree.
eventually.
We're right near where we left the twins.
We're not quite to Blingdenstone yet.
And look like oozes not want fight twins. Want crash wedding.
And I say let them.
Could be shh.
So essentially, yes, we will be letting them pass if they let us pass. If not, we'll have to deal with them.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, why don't we just ask nicely?
I'll let. I think we'll let you.
Nero's like
ask,
cracking
Nero.
his knuckles as he says this.
You seem like
I was
you want to hear any
being
words.
I was being facetious. I was being threatening, and cracks his knuckles again.
He's trying.
You really should stop doing that. Popping your
No,
knuckles
it's
is
fine.
bad.
Actually, I talked to my doctor and they said it's just air bubbles. It's not actually your bones, so it actually makes
know.
them looser,
I know.
not giving you arthritis. And Nero just keeps ranting about this.
Wait, who's your doctor?
Me as a player. Me as a player knows this.
Doctor.
And Nicole's gonna die.
Dr.
Jaslyn-
I look
Brombum
down.
is
I look down at the ring. Which way is it pointing?
It's still leading you back the way you had originally come, heading towards Stoneheart Enclave. In fact, roll a perception for me, Cora.
Okay. And is there anything like lootable or from these guys, or are they just?
You know what? There could be some stuff that they ate. Let me roll on a treasure
They ate
table.
giant chunks of phasers.
Plus
Yeah,
30
they're-
supplies.
Oh, sorry, not performance. What am I thinking? Perception.
Yeah.
We found a red apple. We found some rum. We found 4 potatoes.
Dude, I love
And
the
one
camp.
carrot.
I like the camp
Mhm.
supply system. I think it's like simpler.
Me too.
That is
you
really
didn't
good.
include.
I like it.
You didn't include guidance.
I know. I was gonna add that, but then I was like, I got a 23, so
Um,
I don't really-
you
That'll be fine.
you wisely assume that it's guiding you back to the teleporter, that you have set up in Stonehaven or Stoneheart, and you also happen to know that you once heard Graven Hollow is actually not far from Gauntlgrim. So, if that's true, you should probably go to Best Friends 1. Which is the closest point. Let me roll on the Dungeon Master table.
Yaslin cast Hitchhike Sphere on Sheila.
I also like how I can tell that Scarlet playing Baldur's Gate is informing your DMing.
Can you
just
tell?
in the way that, yeah, because just like the way that, I don't know, when you play the game, they're rolling for you like insight, or they're rolling like perception automatically. So like having us, I don't know, roll those things and then deciding which information to give us a little bit more, and like even in dialogue options, like giving Kothar the opportunity to roll insight, which might inform information that he gives.
Was exactly thinking when I asked her to roll
In the
insight
thing in the
top corner. That's
Insight
question-
failed.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did he fail?
Yeah,
You see,
insight
you don't know.
right. Yeah. Excellent. I'm happy you noticed that, because I was just telling Steven yesterday, because we were playing it together, that I feel like playing this game has helped me in my DMing style, because even in just like the storytelling or the different ways to solve a problem, and I feel like it's going to let you guys be more free, and I can just
Yes.
react.
Out of the tabletop games changed into computer games I've played, Baldur's Gate 3 does it kind of the best, because it's like you actually see kind of behind the scenes with the rolling and stuff like that. You didn't really get that much with Baldur's Gate 1 and 2
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And Pathfinder, you can see the rolling better in Pathfinder for combat, but the dialogue stuff you didn't really see, I don't think, much. I can't remember.
I was gonna start leading us back to Best Friends.
Oh, Treasure, you're gonna
Stoneheart.
find some like bones in there, and like around the neck and wrists and toes, you're gonna find just various like chunks of jewelry, for a total of 350 gold worth of knickknacks. We'll call it merchant junk. That's another thing. So camp supplies, and then I think pulling that into like a treasure mindset, things like gems or bits of jewelry, instead of like itemizing every single little thing, it might be easier to just be like, you find 3,500 gold worth of crap, or you find, and then you can just like write down the gold amount instead of having to track it and then role play selling it and stuff, because that's like video game stuff, right? Like, so I think we're gonna do it like that, and I think that we don't really track rations at all, but in a future game I might do the camp supply system. But
You found one boar's head and a rack of dwarf ribs.
Yeah, that's worth like 30 camp supplies right there.
How many camp supplies do we need?
10 per person.
Shit.
Okay.
Okay. So 350 gold worth of knickknacks. So, and you guys can be in charge. I don't like to track your money for you. You can track your own money. All right. You keep heading forward until you have completed about 8 hours of travel without any other, no real, what's the word? Not issues, but no occurrences. Nothing interesting really happens. It's pretty quiet. It's not a well-traveled road. You set up camp You cast a vitriolic sphere, Yaslin, on your on Sheila.
Sheila, yeah.
All right. You do that. You set up your camp. You say your prayers and fasten your arrows. And Nero, you write in your diary.
Yes. I write about my conversation I had with Cora and my conversation I had with Nicole. I remember a significant conversation with Cora. I forget what it was, but Nero remembers. And
Roll for history.
I think
yeah,
it was
roll
like
history. I don't
you were
remember.
talking about Jim Jar and
Yeah.
that moment.
Let's talk about Jim Jar, and then with Nicole, I figured out that there isn't really a leader here. Everybody just works together, and Nicole's not actually the leader.
Yep. This is very important.
Yeah. And I write a whole paragraph about how that was so confusing.
You also, in your part of your journal where you're writing about the encounter with the slimes and that it seems to be demonic.
Yeah.
You get the sense that a dialogue is kind of poking you. Like you feel impressed to share that Blix is making its presence known and is closing on to Zuktmoy. And as you're writing that, you see ink forming beneath your writings. Your enemies grow in number, threatening your world. And then it stops, waiting for a reply.
I write about Dweeblex and Zuktmoy, and I say, one will. I basically write, they are both vast and overpowering foes. One will surely swallow the other. But I don't believe I'm powerful enough to stop the winner.
Its letters keep curling, and a new phrase appears. One shall devour the other and multiply its strength from the sustenance, creating other problems. And then
I write. If it continues, I don't write. But
there's like a pause, but then it just says, "Have faith, and you will be rewarded." ...
I just write, I have faith.
You write it, nothing really happens, and you put your journal down. And I don't know, do you lay your head on a pillow or how do you sleep?
I actually make a little hidey hole, and then I like slither around into like a little coil, and then I sleep on my own body and tail.
So as you coil up and lay down, you feel something kind of hard against your face, and you look, and where there was nothing before, a small, simple pewter band clasps around your finger. It smells like death.
Exquisite.
You think that your God hears your prayers.
I look to the journal, and I look to the ring, I will try to sneak away to test it. See what it does.
You
Yeah,
are
Ethel's too
not
busy dancing to
under.
notice.
You're not under the impression it does anything. It feels like a token of comfort.
Okay, it doesn't feel magical.
You don't know what that means.
Okay.
You don't have the identify spell. You are a
Okay.
monk
It
barbarian.
doesn't.
It smells like death. You know this is a token from your god, a sign
Yeah.
that his power is with you.
I hit it really hard to see if there's any reaction. Just go like that.
It makes a really good iron knuckle.
Nice. All right. I go to sleep.
Okay. As you are sleeping, Kothar, you're dreaming. You dream that you're walking through a heavily wooded place that's very dark and murky. And you feel, you know, when you enter a dream, you don't really remember when it started. You just kind of like pop up in the middle of it and you are doing something and you just accept it. You're searching for Nakul. You can't find Nakul. And then you stop and then kind of take into account where you are. How do you proceed?
This is just like a dense forest around me.
Yes, where you cannot see the sky. It's dark.
I almost tilt my head up in like anticipation, and I just call out, "Hello?"
Your voice echoes, hello, 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 hello. And as you look up, you see where a canopy is. It's like doing like weird melting, twisting together. But again, this is a dream. It just kind of, it makes sense. It doesn't make sense at the same time. And you feel a little sick in your stomach. But the echoing of your hello goes into a very specific direction.
I make my way in that direction.
As you follow the hellos, like it's teasing you, leading you, you come to a clearing where you are standing at the base of a cliff. And as you look up, the sky is pitch black. Looks cloudless, but there's not a single star in the sky. And there is a figure standing on top of the cliff. Roll a perception.
I'm fucked.
The figure is wearing full plate, but you can't make out any details.
Kothar just kind of pauses, tries to take in the figure, and he calls out, "Love, is that you?"
The figure turns and looks down at you. You make out Nakul's, the shine of, like a reflection on Nakul's glasses.
Different type of makeout than I was expecting. All right.
As he's about to speak, another shadow, even taller than Nakul, which is impressive, looms right behind him. And suddenly, the figure grasps at their throat. There is a struggle. And then, before you have a chance to do anything, you feel your legs are heavy and numb. Time is weird. It speeds up, slows down. The larger figure flings Nakul off the cliffside, landing at your feet. His lifeless face staring up in terror right at you. The dark figure looms down. And then as you look, you see a smaller figure on 4 legs and 2 wings stalk behind the larger figure, who then scratches it on the head, and you suddenly wake up.
Four legs and 2 wings. Can I roll history if I've encountered that before?
Yeah.
Sounds like Lumi.
Thank you so much for the raid, Owl Baron. It looked like the silhouette of a dragon or a draconic creature.
Okay. Carther just kind of awakes with a start, and he looks over at Nicole. Is this like in the dead of night? Is this like when I'm supposed to be
I mean, it's always night, but yeah, everyone's still asleep.
Yeah. He just kind of like awakes with a start and looks over at Nicole, and he breathes, and he very gingerly places a hand on like Nicole's like arm. Kind of moves his thumb like as if like trying to comfort him, even though he's not awake. And he kind of basks in the silence for a little bit until he just mutters to himself. There's a lot I don't understand here. And yet... And he looks over to Nicole, and he says, yet, there's still some things I feel like I don't understand about you. And he just sighs, and he slowly lays back down. And he tries to go back to sleep with the kind of the dream bouncing around in his head.
All right. Next morning.
Nicole
go
also rolls over. No, Nicole just sort of like instinctively rolls over and throws a hand over him. And as they try to get back to sleep.
All right.
Make-out session!
You put your mouths together and then you just do this.
Ah. Why?
You said mouse, right?
Yeah.
Mouths.
Okay.
What did you think she said?
Yeah, did I say something
No,
else?
I know what she said, but you know.
Oh.
I love how chat's like, I really
Do
like
it.
the chill vibe here, and then Scarlet does that.
Yeah. Your boyfriend fucking dies in front of you! Ah!
So
No
unnerving.
vibes, nice.
Okay, you all wake up, you do your morning preparations, you prepare your morning spells. Yaslin casts mage armor on herself.
Jasmine doesn't have mage armor.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, because I got that set of armor.
Got it. Never mind. I was just trying to remind
It's
people.
armor for a mage, just not the spell.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, she just used this like a levitate type spell to put it on herself. So she technically cast it on herself.
Nero looks out of his like tent area to see if Yaslin is wearing their robe or not.
She's not dancing, so yes, she is.
Okay, I come out with my robe. That's similar to yours.
Oh, right. I forgot that you got the same thing.
We're matching robes.
It's a different pattern, but it's very similar.
Okay. You all make your way through the caves for a couple more days.
Oh wait, we took a rest. Okay.
Yeah,
Actually,
everyone take
do
a
the
long
Yes,
rest.
I guess we won't.
Oh yeah.
Kothar,
Oh,
your sleep
oops.
is not so tormented. But you finally make it back to the Stoneheart Enclave. When you enter, you see Nami in there sitting at her desk with her feet up, going through some paperwork. And Yantha notices her feet up on the desk and bursts in ahead of all of you, running in. Feet on my desk! Nami is startled so badly, she flies backwards in her chair. Papers go everywhere. And then you see her head pop back up. Missy Antha, you're back. And then she looks at all of you. Oh, you're back. And she quickly looks like she's she's cleaning. She's trying to make herself look really busy. Yantha is going to stalk over, and she looks into her filing cabinets. And she goes, out of order, I see. Oh, ma'am, I'm so sorry. I was doing my best to keep everything organized. You've been gone for so long, and excuses. And Navi just looks so flustered and beet red, and Yantha looks so disappointed, and then finally just sighs. And she's like, well, I've returned. I can get everything in order thanks to my new friends. You know each other? You do? Great.
Yeah, she sent us to help you.
Well, maybe 10 days too late, but whatever. I'm going to go take a bath. Nami, get them back into alphabetical order. Yes, ma'am. She stands off.
Wait, we're not supposed to stand in alphabetical. Why are we standing in alphabetical order?
Don't we always stand in alphabetical order? I always try and stand in alphabetical
She meant
order.
the files. I just kind of...
Oh.
Look, not only does she want all the
Sorry.
A's together, but they have to be, in alphabetical A's. Look, it's been stressful. Anyways.
Well, I think Nami do good job without Yantha.
Thank you, Cora. And then she, looks back at the desk and then kind of...
Nero looks around and just goes, Cora's wrong.
Ooh.
Well,
Nero's our intrusive
I think
boss.
she did a great job with the stuff she had. It's been very hectic around here.
yes. Your friends are in the cafeteria making a mess. I have been able to convince 3 of our geomancers to join you.
Oy.
Thank you.
Yes, they will join you. No worries at all. They are still a little bit novices, but they know a couple of good spells, and they can summon earth elementals. I was also able to collect some spell gems for your use. They each contain earth elementals. They were the quickest things I could put together in order to put in whole new spells that we are not proficient in. It's a whole thing. But we have earth elemental spells that were summoned at Entomoc's boon, so they are extra juicy. I guess they're rocks. They can't be juicy. You know what I mean.
Rocks.
Extra party.
Yes, exactly. Wonderful. All right, and so she's gonna scoop what looks to be about 5 spell gems into a little pouch and present them to you. Will you be staying the night?
I don't think so.
Will you be heading into Blingdenstone, or are you gone?
I think we'll be heading into Blingdenstone, but we won't be staying the night. We have to move on fairly quickly.
Gotcha. Cool. Well, then I'll tell everyone else they can pack their shit.
You seem less than thrilled by everyone's presence.
It's claustrophobic, okay? I've got studying to do.
You live underground.
Yeah.
Underground can do claustrophobia.
I live in a tunnel system built for gnomes. You guys brought 50 big people.
Oh, that's
Sounds
fair.
like it's time to
Oops.
expand.
I don't count that many, do I? 1.
You count as 7, because you are 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and a head.
Oh.
And then that thing.
So you're
and
only 2 wide.
she points to Lumi, and that little dragon is at least 5. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 6. It's got 4 legs and 2 wings.
Wait, so how many do I count as then?
Ooh.
And Nicole stands next to Lucius.
She starts she takes out a pen and she's puts her thumb like this and goes, as she's doing this, Sheersha is gonna pop her head over. She's got like a stove, like a pot. She's like, "Oh, good, you're back. Taste this." She's gonna shove it into Cool's face. It's very
What is
tomatoey.
that?
It's very tomatoey.
I like tomatoes, but this isn't just tomatoes, right?
There's other stuff in here.
I can only taste tomatoes. I don't mind that, but
It's like, you know, when you don't add sugar to a tomato sauce and it's really, really tangy. She's like, it needs
Very
more.
robust sauce.
Needs more something. Well, it's so good to have you back. Totally. Dinner will be ready in like an hour, and then she's gonna leave.
Nero slithers himself up to like 16 feet tall, and he just goes, "How much do I count as?"
She goes and gets like a whole like level and like tape measure, and is like creates a stack of books, climbs to the top, and is like, the scene is just ridiculous.
Yaslin just nonchalantly walks past with Sheila.
Do you want to know?
no, yeah, Sheila's massive.
On Sheila's back, yeah.
Sheila's head is scraping against the ceiling and making like a pile of dirt behind. Yantha is like, "It's not my fucking office anymore." Or not Yantha, Nami's like, "It's not my office anymore."
I have a question out of character. Is Lucius taller than Nikul?
Yes.
I think
Yes.
Lucius described himself as being 7 feet tall in the beginning, and Nicole's like
6'4".
6'4".
Hey, JTC, did you hear Scarlett describe Nami as something with 4 legs and 2 wings? That's so crazy.
That was Lucius.
Lumi, not
Lumi.
That was Lumi. Yeah, that was Lumi.
Didn't I say Lumi?
Oh man.
you said Nami.
No, you said
you said
Nami.
Nami.
Oh, Nami.
No.
That would have been funny. Wow, that's crazy, and like he's also taller than Nikul. Wow, that's such a weird coincidence.
Oh, so
Lucius just scritches Lumi's head like,
I'm gonna be real with you, girl. It's going right over my head right now.
Hey, remember that specific dream that you just had, where your boyfriend died?
Oh yeah.
Hey, it's almost like there's maybe someone in the party might fit that description. That's so crazy. Oh man.
Here we have the party spoon feeding information to another party member.
I'm gonna
Listen, I'm
go-
sorry.
I'm
I
gonna go
drank
get
a
my
lot last
sushi.
night. I'm still recovering.
Okay.
you just see like Lucius kind of put his arm around Nikul. Who are they talking about?
Which who? Who or what
I don't
talking?
know.
What?
People
Cora's
talk a lot
talking
about
to-
me.
Yeah, maybe it's
Probably me.
Oh, that was out of
Ago.
character.
It was out of character.
That was out of character.
Kothar's
Yeah,
eyes
I would
just
not
Nobody
know,
else
suddenly
but
knows.
squint-
Yeah.
Just
All right.
suddenly squints towards Nicole and Lucius.
I feel like Kothar and Cora would both talk shit behind the other party's back, like
Yes.
in character.
Well,
though,
I mean-
so-
Kothar's just
Kothar-
casting message on Cora the entire time.
Oh, this
What
is
are you
where
talking
Cora's
about?
getting. This is where Cora's getting like random bits of voices to do the really like shit talking stuff that she does in combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all from Kothar.
The bard's
Oh,
not here
gosh.
anymore, so somebody has to pick up the slack.
Damn.
Nero
Ugh.
approves. Funny.
So how big do you think Lumi's going to get, Lucius? He's gotten bigger.
I mean, he is a dragon, so I imagine dragon size at some point. Just
The
a little
dragons
more
grow
training and food.
slow.
It's the size of a
Slower.
dragon, yeah.
What about
Dragons
the
grow
other dragon we
slowly.
have with us? Like, won't that also get pretty big?
Thunderchild, the red dragon.
The one we've
Shiny.
got with us in Shiny,
Yeah,
yeah.
shiny. Is Shiny still with us, or did
Yeah,
they
I know.
go
Supposed
with
to be.
Shiny Zero? I don't know. I don't know where Shiny is.
You see Lucius kind of
Round.
toss fresh meat to Lumi. Looks like a fresh kill they somehow managed to catch. Small rabbit.
How'd you get a rabbit down here?
It's a rabbit
It's
Rabbit
a
esque
rabbit.
thing.
It's an under
Probably.
rabbit.
Yes.
It's a dark
Sometimes they-
rabbit,
Sometimes they burrow too deep.
and they fall to their deaths. I just caught one, literally.
It fell in my hands while we were walking. I don't know.
Yo, I bet that happens in the Underdark. Like random mice
That
and
would be
like
really
rabbits
funny.
just like fall from the sky. It's like mana from the sky. Come here. My God answered my prayer. We feast tonight.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't feel there'll be much of it left after it hit, given how high the cavern actually is.
Hey.
Wait, I think
Well, I
that's
mean-
true. Maverick says that we left Shiny in a bag. I feel like, did we have Shiny go into a bag of holding?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
they lived in there.
Oh no! Does that mean that Shiny's
I thought
dead?
they went within a zero. I thought they went within a zero.
Shiny suffocate.
No.
Wait, so did Shiny go? Shiny the
Kinda
red dragon baby? Where did they go?
Shiny's been living her best life in your bag of holding.
Okay, so it's just like a Pokeball situation.
Yeah.
She's
Okay.
been just
We're going to
slowly-
ignore the rule then.
Oh, the air rule. Yeah.
There's suffocation rules.
Can't breathe.
So she's been like, I feel like Shiny has been I just keep forgetting about her. So
I feel
Yeah.
like she just exists kind of like with the other NPCs, like they're there until we
she
interact.
Yeah, they're just-
is like Scratch and the baby owl bear.
That actually just
Wait, so
reminds me.
is she the same size as Lumi now then? Or is Lumi just
No.
larger?
Lumi's like, how big is Lumi now? Size, medium size, like this
Medium
size.
size.
Mm-hmm.
So a little bit smaller than a horse, but as big as a person. Shiny is like this big.
It's still small. Okay.
Yeah, just a little.
Very small.
So
It's small.
I just also remembered. What about Scrag and someone else? Didn't they go to Mantle Dereth as well?
You know what? I
No.
said they did,
No.
but I also feel like their story is done. And unless you want them, we don't need to bring them back.
Yeah, I just thought about it like as we like just earlier on. It's like, wait a second, weren't they there? Shouldn't we have said something? Yeah.
Scrag went to find a community of Quagoth to live with. And Shushar is probably went back to Slubdalot to like help any of the surviving Kuatoa.
Scarlet?
Yeah.
That's not how you pronounce it.
Yeah, that's not how you say it.
Slubdalot.
Yeah.
Thank,
Thank you.
There we go.
Yeah.
Shushar would have
I
been
mean-
so disappointed.
Sorry, I'm like this single sushi just fell apart in my chopsticks, and I'm like frustratingly trying to put it back together.
That's the worst part
Use your
about it.
hands.
No.
It's because I put soy sauce
What?
on the rice, and the rice is all breaking up.
Cultured.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
What? No, you can eat with your hands. You can eat sushi
Yeah.
with your hands.
But I don't like to get my hands icky. That's the problem.
That sounds like a you problem.
Remember when I visited
Also
and
a
y'all
me
made
problem.
me learn how to eat with chopsticks that one time at dinner?
Yes.
That was your first time using chopsticks?
We went to, what was it, like a Japanese restaurant? We went to a, like
We
some
went to-
kind of
yeah.
restaurant. We went to a Japanese restaurant and everyone got chopsticks and I turned and I asked the waiter if he could bring me a fork and they all, Frosty Retsu, Frosty's girlfriend at the time, and his sister was all like, no, don't bring him a fork. He's gonna learn how to eat with chopsticks.
How'd you
It
do?
took me
I'm-
10 minutes to get my first bite.
I'm absolutely terrible
mean-
with chopsticks.
That's not bad.
I eventually
You got
figured
it,
out,
and
though.
now you can
I
use it.
I now use chopsticks, and my parents are like, wow, how did you learn? I'm like, well, let me tell you. I
By
suffered.
force.
Exactly.
went to-
Learn or perish.
I went to South Korea and learned because I was just like, I might as well.
Are chopsticks
got
universal
wrapped.
in Asia, or is it only certain Asian countries?
They're fairly universal, but they are different between the different Asian countries.
Mhm.
Like, you will never ever get metal chopsticks except for in Korea.
Yeah. They were like silverware, but chopsticks.
I have silverware chopsticks, like non-disposable chopsticks.
Yeah.
Japanese chopsticks are also slightly shorter than Chinese chopsticks. They also tend to be more square
Square, yeah.
in shape.
Square, and they're. I've seen that some.
They're
that
kind
are,
of pointy.
They
When I went to
sometimes they're made of like plastic, almost like
They're yes.
or like
Yes.
resin or
That
something.
is
I don't know what it.
yeah. Yes,
When I
it's
went to
melamine.
Japan-
It's a type of plastic.
when I went to Japan, one of the main things I ate was McDonald's because I actually got sick on the local cuisine. So,
Oh no. Actually.
but there was some noodles that were fine, but a lot of other things I tried, I just felt sick after.
And some of them have like chopstick rests and stuff, varying, like different styles.
Yeah, some of them are so pretty, like so ornamental, and
I like the look of it a lot. Yeah, it's like really delicate. All right. Wow, we have so many seasoned vets in the chat. You guys are awesome. Okay, so my audience, one last thing that we got to go back to playing. I've noticed my audience in general leans on the older side, which I find so flattering. I like appealing to an older crowd than like the 13 to 25 crowd.
yeah,
Yes. Chopsticks.
agreed.
Many much
Ooh,
chopsticks.
Show.
Yes. So these are my travel chopsticks. I actually have another pair that they
Show higher.
sort of come apart and they come apart and they fold into itself, so it's like half the size.
I like those.
Pretty cool.
This is the ones that I use for when I'm just eating, just because they tend to not stick to food as much. And this is what I use for cooking.
For cooking.
It's just wooden.
I heard a different word than cooking, but I knew what you said.
Good.
I thought
I
you
didn't
said
say the other word.
Yeah, I thought you said cocaine. I was like,
you can-
how?
I'd be so impressed.
Straight
Every
up.
like
Yeah,
singular.
I was like, dang, you're really good at chopsticks.
I mean, okay, not cocaine and not like drugs, but we use chopsticks to like cook and like with flour as well. Just for mixing usually, but like
Yeah.
you could do that.
Like
Yeah.
ramen and stuff, you stir it with chopsticks.
I didn't mean to start a whole dinner right now, but talking about sushi.
Food is food.
I had sushi 2 nights in a row. I'm like, should I make it 3?
I could have sushi every freaking day.
Yeah. It adds up though. Badge.
I made some homemade sausage rolls the other day, and I went out to a friend's party, and on the way home, which was a 2.5 hour drive, kind of like I had like 20 in the container. There was not many left on the way when I got home. But little sausage rolls like this.
Because you ate them all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys want to go to Blingdenstone, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all take a little.
That's the way to get to Graven Hollow, right?
So the teleportation device that is going to take you to Best Friends 1 is here in Stone Heart Enclave. It would be like a little day trip, like going into the village to go to Blingdenstone. So, and I know Kothar said
We did want
you guys want to do
Is
some
that what we're
shopping.
we did want to go in.
Oh, okay, cool. Let's do that.
'Cause
Shopping and or like going to
that's
see
what I prepared.
people.
Okay.
Yeah, topsy and turvy, maybe your temple, stuff
Checking
like
with my
that.
buddy Jim Jaw.
Good. Also
Garnip.
the
Oh
poor
no.
Garnet. It's like turnip.
It's like turnip.
I can't do the whistling thing that you do.
It's like
no.
turnip. But with a G for gurnip. Okay, you make it all the way to, you like have a little day trip. Do you want to bring Shirsha or Tidra? Or, I don't even know. Nobody else matters in that group except for those two. That's not true, but... or do you want it to just be you guys?
I think it's just us.
Okay.
I think it's just us.
Okay.
You just
Oh,
chill.
Maybe Capper comes just for
Okay.
funsies.
Oh, that's right. Cat per matters. Okay.
Oh, then I guess Teardrop
Wow.
would come then.
One's enough. That way I only have to think about one person to roleplay as. When there's like a bunch of
Okay.
them, my brain.
Nero's just gonna bring
twitches
his
hard.
posse.
Okay then.
He
All
goes
these
back to
Zentarum
F
just
one
tag
and brings
along.
V1.
Smaller groups are
What,
easier.
do you want me to be? Do you want me to be not Nicole and be too cool again?
I guess if everyone else is going, then Seraph will have to come as well, and we'll have to find Globagool and...
Okay, Blingdenstone is very cramped. It's a village for gnomes. So Sheila should stay behind. Sheila couldn't even fit, actually. I'm gonna just say it. Sheila does not fit. Okay, y'all.
The one character you don't have to actually voice or anything.
Yeah, we're making it so crowded. Okay, so Catper's gonna come. Catper has been catching Cora up on his adventures and basically tells her through interpretive dialogue and dance of how after they were all captured by Drow, they were separated. Though Cora didn't actually, Cora assumed that he had died, but Drow did capture him and sent him in a different direction where Zentarum, who often will deal in shady business, actually came across him and found him too not suited to be a drow slave or a prisoner with job, and decided to buy him and free him because he saw that he had a great potential amongst the Zentarum, and Catper thought that was a great idea. So his freedom was bought, and he has been working with the Zentarum and doing jobs and missions and staying in the Underdark, and is just so excited that you're alive because he thought for sure that you were gone. But yeah, so you make it to the village. You got to go through on top. You got to go through the secret little way above the labyrinth that leads to the main city, and then you arrive. It's like opens up, the smell of cookies and baked goods and barbecue all hits you in the face at once. It's all glittering with like really warm lights. It looks like a Christmas village underground with all kinds of little gnomes waddling around about as tall as Leo, go through the cramped streets. It's just as you remember it, only more lively this time. It seems like some of the areas that had been formerly blocked off have now been properly opened up. There's more people coming through. And yeah, you are here. You F5 to quick save. Your nostrils.
I don't want to do that because the refresh.
Your nostrils pull you in one direction where Blingdenstone street food is being sold. Your eyes are pulled in another direction where glittering goods are for sale. Cora, you remember the way to the Ruby and the Rough, which is the Temple of Segojin. You notice that the area that used to be where the Digomatics conducted business, they are the leaders, the king and queen of Blingdenstone. Their office is actually now residential. They must have moved back to like the royal district that once was taken over by slimes and oozes. So more people are here.
How are Dorbo and Sunny doing?
How are they doing? You can
Yeah.
go find out. You could go talk to them.
to be. Never mind. I won't.
They
get
are
up.
doing amazing. I didn't want to leave you hanging there. You think they're doing great?
No, if we go talk to them, I'll be able to recruit some more people.
Are you looking to recruit more?
Well, we're in a massive battle. We might need more people.
Yes, we need more fodder to die.
When you put it like that,
Look, we'll just
Nero,
find Waldrons.
Nero leans over to Kothar. We need more fodder to die.
people.
A
Don't just say
little,
it like that. They're not
a
Centaur.
little gnome mother with her 2 gnome children holding their hands while they eat little ice creams look up and just glares at you. One of them stops with
Nero.
his hand being pulled. Sent to die.
See, now look what you've done.
What did I do?
You notice.
We'll talk about it later.
You notice some kids, as the mom pulls the kid away, he goes, Mama, I want to go to Dribble's Emporium. I want to buy some slime. And she goes, No, I've already gotten you enough of that stuff. Come on. But it's so fun.
We have slime at home.
Emporium?
Like ASMR slime.
Rebels. Oh no.
Yeah. It's just the mold.
Slime? Where is slime?
Are you
Rebels
asking?
Emporium.
Dribble's Emporium. The little kid. They have all kinds of fun slime. You just play with it and you cook it and you squeeze it and you crunch it, and the kid is just like getting all excited. He starts demonstrating on his ice cream. His mother's horrified, and she goes, Billy Bob. I don't know.
Billy Bob, yes. Classic
Probably.
gnome named Billy Bob, of course.
Copper.
It's probably
Cooper.
similar to Gak.
Computer.
You know, we had like tree
Cooter.
sap in the
Oh,
Feywild.
its name's not Cooter. No.
What'd you say, Lucius?
Where is it?
I said, it's probably similar to Gak, you know. In the Feywild, we take tree sap and we mix it with some stuff and we could play with it. It's very stretchy and
I thought it was called Guk.
mm,
I think that sounds more like worms to me.
it
I
could
think
be.
we should go to this emporium.
Yeah.
Figure out the
Well, I
I've
want
never
slimes.
heard of
Play?
it, so yes.
Cora want play.
Well,
You're able to easily pat like a gnome and ask for directions, and they'll point you to like the main market area where most of the shopping is done. And they say like, you can't miss it. There's big lights, big signs. It's all the craze. All the youngsters are really into the slime.
They really turned up business of selling slime after the issues with the slime. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a, what do you call it? Like a tourist attraction.
Coping mechanism.
it's like a haunted house.
It's a safety mechanism. It's a trauma response. Got it. Oh no.
This
Anyway,
way we can play
yes.
with the Usin in a controlled environment instead of dying to it.
Yeah.
I mean,
You-
valid, but also.
You all make your way to the market. And you see a shop, like, so all the shops are kind of carved into the walls of this cavern, multi-stories, like kind of crooked, crisscrossy. And you see one of the doors with a big lit sign flashing so obnoxiously called Dribble's Emporium. And it's like so sparkly. And there's like a smell of like, it smells like a candle store. You know how you get smacked in the face with a million different scents.
Those places give me a headache. It feels sick.
Yaslyn's like, I have a headache.
And with that, she'll cast detect magic.
You cast Detect Magic as you see a bunch of like kids of various ages sitting around outside the stoop of Dribble's Emporium, all like just playing with different types of slime. Some see-through slime, some opaque slime, some foamy fluffy slime, some slime with little beads and trinkets in it, and they're just like some are mixing it. One is like pulling it so wide and like the glitter that it's been mixed with is just like catching the lights around and creating like a twinkling effect around the area around, and they're all just mesmerized by this. They're like, slime is the best. And you see one little old gnome with a walking cane and little glasses like, Dribble's Emporium, say, get your slime at Dribble's Emporium. We got slimes, we got foams, we got more slime.
You see Lucius already standing at the counter. I would like 2, please.
Oh,
One of your most sparkliest ones.
Yes. And he holds up like a little jar. This one is called Dazzling Sapphire.
Lactose.
This one's called
Dazzling
Opal.
red sapphire.
Red
Yes,
Sapphire.
dazzling red sapphire.
Lucius,
Do you guys still
you
detect
have
any
this-
magic or not?
Roll Arcana as you cast Detect Magic. There's so much magic around from all of the magical items, the spell gems. It's a bit sensory overload.
Because she's really good at Arcana.
Lucius, you can't fit in it, so you're sticking your whole head through one of the windows. Like, so you're outside
God.
with your head in, looking at everything. The Nikul near all of them have to kind of like duck down. Cora's and Catper are at a comfortable height.
And Jaslyn would be as well.
So yeah, you're just all kind of like looking around. This place is like, there's such a variety. It's wild. It's like a gelato shop, but for slime. He like scoops it with an ice cream scooper, puts it on a little weighing device, and then bags it up and starts passing it out. It ends up being like 5 silver per pound.
Do you think Tadra would like this sort of... I've never gotten her a gift.
She strikes me as the kind of person to really enjoy studying things. So, if anything, I think she would like to dissect.
You don't think it's too childish?
As you say,
Oh, no,
too
certainly
childish,
not.
you look over and Catper is showing Cora some funny tricks with the slime. He's like stretching it and putting his face through it and like...
That's so cute. Oh my god.
Can I, when Capper does that, can I do, I don't know, a kind of check, maybe history? Like, does this look like, especially with all the sparkles in it, similar to the ooze that we saw, like with all the phase rest?
Yeah, make either Arcana or Investigation.
Okay, and I'm going to use one of my Kenku recalls on this so I get advantage on this. roll.
Perfect.
In the meantime, Kothar is still talking to Cole. I don't really think there's something as too childish for Tadra. She has this almost childlike wonder to her.
Cora, it's hard to tell
She's never been
because
out.
they're all... The ooze that you saw was colorless, but all of these have been... These are very brightly colored, like dyes have been added to them, so it kind of taints your sample size. Like you're unable to tell.
That's fair.
But you do see that this place is definitely bustling. There is a great popularity. You guys buying some? All right, you like...
Yes.
So-
We don't even... Yeah, so you just like put your silvers down. You get like a whole bunch.
So the question is Topsy and Turvy here buying slime?
Yeah, is there anyone that we recognize around?
Investigate.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh look.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Right when
I'm just gonna...
I just bit into a...
Aw.
Wasabi?
Oh, I thought you bit your tongue.
Oh, right. I forget that we have.
East Kitty.
Okay, Yaslin, you start looking around. You do notice someone that you recognize. You see Gurnip rhymes with turnip. Arguing with a gnome who is wearing a top that has Dribble's Emporium kind of like logo embroidered on it. And he seems to be kind of arguing with him. The employee is like, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you a vandal! You vandalizing Spud Rocket! Hey, you watch
guys
your
will-
language. There's kids
You guys will
around.
point and say, "It's good."
Oh, yes, Lynn.
God. So good.
Yeah.
It's- Will you tell this young man to stop sending his little vandals to the steadfast stone? I said I don't know what you're talking about. That's what they all say. I know you did it. Or one of you.
Did what?
Oh, Cora. Oh, there's two Coras. Huh.
This poor brother Capper.
Cat purr.
Yes.
Oh, nice to meet you, son. Well, ever since this damn place opened up, vandals have been defacing the steadfast stone in slime, covering all the walls and all the furniture in slime, defacing all of my deity that I worships, holy idols. I'm telling you, we have nothing to do with that. We just sell slime. It is targeted anti-religious actions.
And show Cora?
Yes, I think I will. But we gotta go all the way to the steadfast stone. You
Yes,
guys
Cora,
wanna...
come.
We'll come help
Can
you.
I insight the guy that Gurnip is yelling at right now?
Yes.
As he's saying, no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Ooh, my heart.
It was
Another
teetering.
nat 1 and nat 20.
Oh my
You got a nat
god.
1 on the inside.
Dang.
Guidance.
Guys, we're
Roll
gonna
today.
die when we get this combat. We're fucked.
We got
gosh.
no spells.
Kothar. You can tell that the employee knows a lot more than he's letting on. Sure, he didn't do it, but he knows something. And he seems to have a hostile, even though he's like composing himself and kind of behaving like he's just being harassed by a Karen, he seems to have a hostile words are
Demeanor.
Demeanor.
not demeanor, but like a
Disposition.
disposition. Thank you. A hostile disposition towards Gurnip. And you notice that when he started like going on a tirade about dishonoring what the fuck is his name? It's the god.
Eldarin.
Cal-
Smooth hands.
Yeah. Smooth hands. Smooth hands. Calderum. There was like a
Like, oh, I don't like that bastard.
yeah, like fuck that god. Which with a nat
What do I-
20, you would find that to be wild coming from a town that's one of the two patron deities.
Yeah. Do I have anything?
Do you need help,
You can just
Kothar?
like log that away as a Or
Yeah.
you could talk to him if you're leaving.
Kothar just kind of stands there and leans over to Nicole and says, "That gnome's lying through his teeth. You know something.
Would a zone of truth help?
If only I had the spell prepared."
You do know a zone of truth would be an act of hostility. Like, that would be considered very, very inappropriate. Your socially, that would not be acceptable.
I would need to be in a court of law for that to be acceptable.
Thank you, Gabriel. Caladurin. Caladurin smooth hands.
I think that's a little too much considering the situation. Also, I don't have a bed.
That's the only thing that I have to offer, is why I asked.
Oh, I can get the truth out of him.
Lucius, we're not looking to... Well, actually, if it is a defensive action, it's probably about the same as attacking him.
Well, I guess Yasmin will go up and say, "Are you sure there's nothing you know about it?" Trying to be persuasive.
Repeat that?
Are you sure there's nothing you know about it? There's nothing you can tell us about it?
He's gonna glare at you. I'm trying to work. Do you see we're in a rush now? Unless you have stone cold evidence and proof, I suggest you go bother some other shopkeep.
We were paying customers.
Now,
We just had
now,
questions.
lib law, be nice to the customers. That old creep is back, throwing accusations. And then Dribbles is gonna walk up to Gurnip, who is seething, and he's got his little cane, and he puts his hand on his shoulder, and then Gurnip kind of pulls back. My dear Gurnip, we would never deface such a lovely establishment as yours. The gnomes of this town look up to you. You bring them hope and peace. We just sell toys to kids. Now, if there are little hooligans running about, I know that some of the were-rats have been customers before. Well, that sounds like a problem that needs to be addressed with their parents or their families.
Wait, so you're blaming the whereabouts we've met with them?
I'm not
Sound like nice
blaming
people.
anyone. We're the ones getting blamed. Wait, wrong voice. We're the ones getting blamed. Fuck.
I just want, as a quick side note, Nero is behind the counter with an apron on, helping the customers, cashing them out and everything. Change is exact. Everything's nothing's
Not a
like
part-time
he just
job on the spot.
yeah, he just knows how to work this machine that is the toy store, and he's helping out.
That is impressive in its own way.
Mm-hmm.
While this interaction is happening and Nero's manning the counter, does it look like, I don't know, is there a back office or something she could
Slide into?
Yeah.
Yes, though, you're going to have to stealth to see if you can sneakishly get back there.
Okay, I'm gonna use one of my inspiration. 20.
Why did you have to roll inspiration?
Well, I just wanted to.
Inspiration is
Inspiration.
a re-roll. If you fail the roll, then you can use an inspiration to re-roll it.
It's not
okay,
advantage.
It's not advantage. It's a re-roll.
Oh, okay. Well, my first roll was the one that I want anyways.
Okay.
So I would stay
Fair
with
enough.
that.
Okay. You kind of creep through. I would say you'd have advantage anyway because everyone's distracted. Are you bringing Catpert with you?
No.
Okay. You get to the office. You grab it. The doorknob. It's locked.
Just kidding. I'm bringing Capper with me.
You sneak
'Cause
back.
he's a rogue.
Yeah, you sneak and you go. He's gonna follow you. I'll let you do the roll. Just add an expertise bonus. So whatever your proficiency is, double it.
Oh.
So roll sleight of hand plus double your proficiency. That will be his lockpicking.
Okay. So if mine is 4, then I add another 4.
Yeah, so +8 plus your dex modifier. Well, I mean, I think if you roll a sleight of hand, it'll already do the dex modifier.
Yeah. So then it just +4 again, right?
Okay.
Hmm. 26.
Oh, he just looks around, and just as he is about to pop it in, and he mimics a nearby sound that blends in with the crowd, essentially increasing the volume of the ambient room to mask the sound of the door opening at the perfect frequency that it wouldn't be noticeable, but it completely covers up the sound, and you both slip
Cora's
into the room.
so impressed.
Yeah, it's like he just slides in. He grabs you and twirls you in, and then closes the door, and then what look? Find.
Cora's suspicious. Look for suspicious.
Look for suspicious? Suspicious? Okay. The two of you are going to begin searching the room. Roll investigation, and then we're going to cut back to what everyone else is doing as you spend about 10 minutes rifling through.
That'll be 7 silver pieces and 5 bronze. Thank you so much for shopping at our wonderful store today.
Why, son, you are so good at these sales. Have you ever thought about getting a job? We could use someone of your efficiency. I can use you to replace at least 3 workers.
Oh, please. I don't like to mix business and pleasure.
Oh, you want to work for free? Well, the other employees are like,
The fuck, bro?
No,
Nero,
I just...
Are you stealing their jobs?
no,
I
it's
don't
fine,
want
it's fine.
I'm not...
get
This
some
isn't a
more
permanent
crumbs.
thing. I was having fun.
Nero,
I'm
how are
sorry,
you fitting in
Nero.
this building? Aren't you uncomfortable? You look so squished.
No, I like small spaces. You look behind the counter, it's just all tail laying on the floor.
There's ooze squeezing between all
Yeah.
your gaps and spaces. Lucius's
In between my
head,
scales. Oh
Lucius's
no.
head is still just hanging out, through the window. Just this scene in my head is some
Mhm.
Kothar's hunched over just a little
Absolute
bit.
chaos.
Hans Christian Andersen
Mhm.
gnome elf craziness.
Listen, you guys all have hobbies, right? Why can't I have a thing? I'm just organized
hobby?
sometimes. I like to organize things. I'm efficient at it.
Your
And-
hobby is Kofa.
What?
I do like doing that.
Oh,
What?
I understood that
Lu-
joke.
Hey.
You see Lucius
Sorry.
just breathe on the window, and then he draws help ? To Nero, but he realizes it's backwards, so he's like,
This just went from a completely serious situation to a completely ridiculous one.
This was never
What's
serious.
ridiculous about having a hobby?
There's nothing
Can
wrong with
I-
having a
Passionate
hobby.
about customer service.
15 silver pieces. Thank you so much for shopping
This
here.
establishment is enabling the defacing of Caladuran Smooth Hands, patron of this city. And I'll have
Is it happening
nothing
anywhere
of it.
else?
I saw some on the Ruby and the Rough, too. And also lots of houses, streets, but mostly on the temples. This is a direct attack on our theological rights. I will not stand for it. Yeah, whatever you say, Pops. Now get out of the way. We got paying customers. And Gurnham is going to get kind of forcibly shoved out by this crowd. This building is so crowded with customers. He gets shoved up. Oh,
Yeah.
Nero,
gender
Nero,
snaps. Oh,
Nero
sorry.
will give up his post, his countertop post, and let the workers get back to work. But he's gonna try and slip one a secret note they wrote like how to make the shop more efficient and more comfortable for the workers, including like putting chairs up, like getting more comfortable mats to stand on, and then they should probably unionize.
Why would he talk about chairs? I wouldn't think he would consider those since
They
you can't
need
use
more
them.
high. Well, Nero is a manager of Lox's and
Yeah.
Tarum.
Nero knows.
I
What other people
understand what
need.
legs are.
You all like walk out playing with your slimes.
Yaslin is going to go up and talk to the owner and say, hey, this is a very interesting idea. Where did you get the slime from?
A salesman never sells his secrets. Ha ha! And he gives you a little tap. But if you would like some more, I can absolutely sell you. How about a subscription? A box of slime every month.
Oh no, they're selling
Is
loot
it a
boxes.
loot box?
A slime box.
A slime box. A slime box.
Slime
Well,
monthly.
I was just asking because we've seen
Yeah.
some slime around here and just wondering if it came from there or not.
He just kind of like cluelessly talks about his trade secrets and how great of a deal the slime loot box is.
Over here at Slime Square, get a monthly subscription
My
mailed
God.
directly to your house.
Slime
Sla-
recepts.
Slimy charm. We're working on the
Wait, has anyone seen Cora?
Back to Cora.
Where is Cora?
As you
Do I
are
need to re-roll that?
No, that'll be fine.
Okay.
Based on what you found, you start going through, you see just like typical business paperwork, nothing really interesting. You see a safe. The safe is locked, but it looks, you draw the conclusion that's probably where they keep their money. You know, that's their money safe. You see a manifesto where inventory is manifest, not manifesto, a manifest, the shipping, it's like an inventory, like a where they, and you just see different
Like a ledger?
Yeah, like a ledger. Thank you. Words hard. You find the ledger. It might take a bit of time to decipher, longer than the 10 minutes you've been in there. So you find a piece of paper and you can Kenku copy it.
Landshark X played this card.
Okay,
Cora
I'll
finds
do that.
suspicious.
Well, okay, so here's what I want to do, and I'll either, as if I'm not going to break into their safe, first of all. So I want to do that, but then if I can't decipher both at the same time, then I would steal the ledger as well, so that I could look at it more
Okay.
at camp.
I would say you steal the ledger and then Catper breaks into the safe. Please roll another save. Also, you have a D6 added to your next investigation or your next intelligence-based check investigation or Arcana, any of that stuff.
Thank you.
Okay.
29.
Catper puts his ear up and goes, and then opens it up. And inside, you just see stacks of gold bars, money, about as much as you would expect a business to keep, like in cash.
Give me it. Give me that.
Okay.
Tiny.
Kenku stealing. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Okay. You steal. I don't know how much a business
That's what
would
they're
have.
good at.
I'm gonna say
We have 2 Kenkus in our party now. We're sneaking around being little thieves. That's what we're good at.
There is 5,000 gold worth of gold bars in the register, and another 300 in a little pouch.
Cool. I take it.
Okay. You rob this business. In the back, as you take it, you see a strange folded note.
I'm gonna take it too.
Okay.
Actually, do I have time to read the note before I take it? Or is it like I'm
You
scrambling to just grab
glimpse-
everything?
I'd say you glimpse. You don't have time to read. There's a lot of like shit on there, but as you glimpse, it is written in abyssal.
Ooh. I can speak Abyssal.
Uh-huh. As you do, you like catch just one word that it shocks you so much, or maybe it doesn't, but it catches your attention that you don't even read the rest. You just see Lord Jewyblix.
I'm gonna take the note as well.
Okay. Catper is like takes a peek out, and then he goes, "Go, must go, friends gone. Owner, catch us." And then he's gonna open the door and then mimic all the sound around just enough, and then make a final stealth.
Okay.
Lucius is watching all this through the window.
I'm gonna reroll.
Okay. You're using one of your inspirations.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
That's better.
Okay. Yeah, you sneak out. Okay. You see Lucius's face still staring through like, whoo. And then he pulls away as the group is now outside talking. And the two of you quickly meet up. Your butt full of gold bars.
Yeah.
You just, I guess you guys have backpacks.
Gold.
You put it in your backpack. It's heavy. Yeah, you meet the group outside, and Gurnup is like, "Oh, could you please come? I'll show you. They've defaced Caladurnum. Wait, it's in the chat. Caladuran.
Say memory's first thing to go.
I'm getting a little old."
Show.
It's all right. Time gets the best of us. But yes, show us where.
It's been 282 years. And he's going to walk you over to where the ruby or not the standing stone is. The area that was once Rock Blight, a place where that was haunted by Ogre Mock's Bane. It has been cleaned up. For the most part, it now has sparse apartments that people are living. It's not nearly as busy as the main chamber, but it is much livelier now. There's lighting in here. It's a lot more peaceful. The crystal garden that was once right outside the Medusa's mansion has been repurposed to what looks to be a lovely like public building, possibly a library. There's people sitting in the benches in the gem garden, like basking in the glow, reading books, and it's just a lot like nicer than it was. Though you see a snail trail leading to the standing stone, where all of the walls are covered in brightly colored slime. A statue of Caladuran just ooze dripping off of him. It's all like pinks and blues, like the color. You like look down at the products that you bought and it looks like the same stuff. See what they keep doing? I clean it and then the next day they do it again. I can't catch them. I'm too old.
Is there no
Alright.
younger clergy?
It's just me right now. Remember, the standing stone had not been reclaimed until you helped, and, well, we're still waiting on clergy to arrive from other places in the world that the Dungeon Master doesn't know about, because she doesn't know much about gnomish places.
The voice in the sky doesn't know yet. Okay.
The voice in the sky hasn't...
Place like home.
Cora's gonna approach Lucius, who she feels now has some questionable morals.
Oh, no.
Says the little thief.
That's what I mean.
Oh,
Is
exactly
out of
why.
everyone, yeah, she's gonna open up her pack and just like grin at him and show some of the gold bars that she's just stolen. And she
Wow,
just
they sell that at that slime place. I only saw the slime.
Cora, take.
took.
Or a take.
And then she's gonna give you 833 gold each.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Wait, so are we all aware now that you stole?
No,
She just starts
No.
handing
How do
out
I
gold
not-
bars.
I just
Wait. Wait. How do I not know? It's like,
Yeah.
You just
wait. Where did this come
That
from?
could be my money.
just hands you a gold bar.
Yeah.
okay. Hey, where did you get this? Nero says
Is-
casually.
Is Cora's. Cora, share with friends.
Is Cora like a real estate agent or something?
I don't know where
You know
she gets all
what?
this shiny stuff from, so
Many things. I wouldn't be surprised. at
You
this
guys are
point.
pretty rich. This is just like a friend handing her friends $100.
No what?
She's like a little
I-
offended.
Not.
I'm honestly not too surprised. She keeps a lot of the gems, so
I'm just.
she might have
What's
just
the
traded with
occasion?
someone.
Friendship.
She's like still looking at you
Friendship.
like the fuck.
You say
don't want my
friendship to Nero, and Nero like registers, and his brain. He's like, "I'll keep this."
I mean, we are in a city called Blingdenstone.
So did
She
you-
probably
did you
just
take
handing
it?
out bling bling.
Yeah. He,
Bling,
he
bling,
The young
Blingdenstone.
people are saying these days.
And then she's going to pull Kothar aside. And she's going
Slowly
to...
corrupting our group.
No. And she is
Oh.
going to pull out the note written in Abyssal as sort of also a confrontation because he keeps denying that he speaks Abyssal. So she's gonna pretend that she can, yeah.
Kothar, smart. Kothar help Cora?
And she's gonna pull out the note.
Kothar, do you read Abyssal?
I can speak Abyssal, yes.
Okay.
All right. I'll read it.
So, Scarlet isn't a good writer. So, I'm going to give you the gist of what's in there rather than just reading something. It is a note detailing the sender of the note has sent product to Dribble with instructions of selling as much of it as possible. And that the comfort and love and cleanliness of Lord Jeweblix will inspire all who indulge in the squishy, comforting slime.
Is it signed by Dewey Blix?
No. It is
Who is
not
it signed
signed.
by?
It does not
At
have
all?
any signature. It is just addressed to Dribble with instructions to spread the love of the slime because everyone needs ASMR slime in their life.
maybe we should be talking to Digomedics.
I feel like this moment Kothar doesn't remember that he's trying to play off he doesn't read Abyssal, so he's just like, yeah. They're trying to spread ASMR slime across the city. Oh, that's a horrible, horrible thing. Oh.
Cora
But
can speak Abyssal.
I feel like there's a moment where his eyes are just like, and his face turns red. It's one of those things, you know, where I can understand it, but I can't speak it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a long story.
So-
What?
Tell Cora later. What do about note?
This is bad. They're essentially spreading the demon lore throughout the city, but it still
Yes.
doesn't tell us why they're defacing the temple. It doesn't tell us why they're doing that.
Other gods.
We're going other gods, yes, but why would they deface the temple if not for just petty, childish pleasure? This is going to be something we're going to need to bring to the people in charge's attention. But
Kothar, I would like to. I think that Kothar would be pretty knowledgeable coming from a temple. That to deface holy places is quite an offensive thing to do, as it can have the ability to diminish the influence and power a deity has over an area, since deities,
It's like heresy, basically.
well, they
Okay.
can see through the eyes of their followers, and they can radiate power through holy relics and holy sites. So
Okay.
defacing temples
Monuments and
is,
stuff.
it's not just some petty childish thing. It is like if little children were just like throwing slimes, then it's probably not a big deal. But if these were targeted, meaningful blasphemes in order to diminish the power of good gods, that could be a thing.
Okay.
That's what I meant. Not
So
heresy,
Kothar would
blasphemy.
instead say they're trying to spread Juiblex's corruption through the city and diminish the power of the two leading gods here,
Yes.
which means that it would be easier to take over the city. Oh gods, this is something that we have to take care of immediately. But the problem is we don't know who's defiling the temples, which would give us a lead on where to start looking. Do you have the Stone Speaker's amulet, Crystal?
Yes.
I'm gonna like trade with her. I'm gonna like grab the Stone Speaker crystal. I'm gonna give her the note, and she's gonna say, "Tell Nicole we need to start getting this figured out now."
Cool.
And what?
Nicole just curiously took a bite of the ooze.
Oh my god!
You just see Lucius lean in. Is it a delicacy like Anazira would eat?
It tastes exactly like something Anna Zero would eat, which is something like a 2-year-old would eat. My son keeps eating the slime. I have slime that he plays with, and he keeps eating it. It doesn't taste like tasty food, but the texture's nice, so it's like, oh.
I was gonna run over and try to like smack his back to get him to like spit it out.
What are we?
What?
Wait, what are we doing? What's going on? I'm sorry, I was molting.
Oh, what were you gonna do with the stone speaker?
Yes.
I'm going to use it to ritual cast divination, and I'm going to attempt to figure out who defiled this place.
Okay, how does divination find that out? What do I do for you?
I'll just ping the spell. It's basically I inquire about an event that has happened within the past 7 days.
Cool. Yeah, ping it so I can properly do it right.
It does actually taste something like Anazira would eat. I wonder how she's doing. And Nicole's just like,
Oh, cool. You're asking questions.
About to take another bite.
yeah.
It's a
Stop.
message. Is it a vision or is it like a voice? Like how? Or is it up to me?
It's up. It's up to you. I've casted this before, and you've always done like a vision.
Okay. Oh, it puts you in contact with a god or a god servant. Oh, this is specifically with a god. Okay. You're going to cast divination, and you like put the crystal there. You like light your incense candles, like drizzle some like.
I have my emergency incense candles that I'm ready. They're like way smaller than typical, but
You sit
it's
there.
an emergency. I don't have time to get more ones.
So the incense sticks. The smoke starts to form into like a big form, and you see the form of the standing stone, like a miniature of the standing stone, and you see robed figures sneaking and like taking buckets and at the building. And then it like shows a close up, and the figure pulls his hood down to look around and talk, though you can't hear anything. But you see a face. It is a face you've never seen before, but it is a gnome. And then you see the faces of 2 others in their hoods. You see it clear enough that you can probably point them out if you were to find them. And then they all whisper to each other, "Hail, Lord Juiblix." And then they put their hoods back on, and then the vision disperses.
Did you see Nero's right behind you? Like in your ear.
You feel the...
Yeah.
Why
Well,
do you do that every time?
ask the
I saw
question.
there were 3 gnomes who defiled this place. I don't recognize them. I've never seen them before. But they have very
You
distinctive
realize that
features.
doesn't narrow it down at all, right?
I would actually, let me retcon that. One of them, not the one that was like in charge, but one of them you're pretty sure you saw working at the Emporium. The other 2 you did not recognize.
I didn't recognize 2 of them, but one of them was working at the Emporium. The Emporium knows more than they're letting on. And I think Dribbles knows more than he's letting on.
Oh no!
They're in cahoots with Dewey Blacks.
I left one of them an efficiency note. They're gonna be even more efficient now. I have more free time for this.
No!
How tall is the statue?
Nero is very serious about what he's saying. He feels like he's contributed to the evil.
Oh no. Oh no.
What if people saw me working at that store and now they think that I'm part of it?
Yaslin's going to go up to the gnome. Can't remember his name.
You guys are in a completely different part
Gurnip?
of town. Oh, you're with Gurnip.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, and I asked,
Gurnip?
how much do you think this is going to cost to fix up?
Oh, I don't know. I'd have to crunch the numbers.
Just a rough guess will be fine.
It's not really a matter of hard cash. It's more like we need gnome power. You know, we're trying to rebuild the city.
Well, here's 20 gold just to try and help repair it.
Oh, thanks.
So you can pay some labour.
Well, if you have cleaning supplies, I can kind of get the tops for you if you like.
You're very
think
Just
helpful.
cast prestidigitation for everything. But that's also
It's just an illusion, though, right? Prestidigitation. I don't think.
no. It
literally-
actually can clean.
Oh, it does.
It can clean.
It literally cleans and soils.
It's very.
So there's something
Yeah.
really weird in the book. There was an NPC. You guys ended up not even seeing him. I didn't bother with it, but it said that their clothing appeared clean because they cast prestidigitation to hide their dirty, shabby appearance, implying that
I think that
it
meant
was-
is that it's not an illusion. It does clean, but essentially, I feel like they were trying to say that they tried to clean themselves up to look less shabby.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I
it
linked,
says it actually does clean.
Okay.
Yeah, I pinged it in chat so you can have a look at it if you want.
Okay.
In fact, you can use
And it's
prestidigitation
only
to
a
make it
little
look like
bit.
somebody peed their pants.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so did anything happen after Nicole took a bite of it?
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
While that's happening, Kothar is going to ask Gurnip rhymes with
Oh,
Turnip.
no.
You're good.
How long do you think is it going to take to clean this?
Oh gosh, all night I reckon. I've been
Because I
cleaning
think
it
right
every
now-
night.
I think right now time is of the essence, especially considering that when it's defiled as so, it reduces the power of
Well,
Calderon.
that's what I keep telling that damn dribble.
Well,
That collie wallop son of a gnome.
Just so Kothar kind of like puts a kind of squat down because he's a little taller, but he has to like kind of squat down and he puts a hand on his shoulder and he's gonna say, "You're right. They know more than they're letting on. Much more."
I
but-
knew it. They all said I was crazy.
It's something that we're going to take care of, but what I need you to do is clean this up quickly and try to establish guards to prevent this from happening again. The gods of Blingdenstone cannot lose their power. It's crucial.
All right, will you ask for some guards? Last time
What is-
I asked, The Digomatics, they said that this was probably just some kids and that we couldn't afford to send guards.
It's not kids.
What
We're
if
probably
we
going
set
to
up
go talk to them.
invisible traps to catch them in the
Do you
act?
have any invisible traps?
The
No.
only issue with invisible traps is it could. Like, this is a public area. It's not just gonna.
This is less of a traps and more of possibly an
Do any of you have
alarm of some
alarm?
kind.
Nope.
Not me.
Cora, are you muted? I can't hear you.
You're muted.
We can't hear you.
Am I muted?
Now you're good.
No.
You
Now
were.
Yeah,
Oh,
we can hear you.
that's funny. I think my dog pushed my mute key on my keyboard. But I did have alarm, but I switched it out for something.
No.
I know.
I know.
But I
I'm just
think I
now
can-
getting creative enough to put those spells to use.
Well, that's kind of the thing is I wasn't using it that much.
Yeah.
So. But
Listen, we'll
Guys.
talk to the Digomatics. We'll tell them that this is an actually serious issue that they need to consider and not just blow off. But in the meantime, can you have some clerics, some acolytes stand guard in the night on shifts?
When I say I'm the only one, I mean it's me and my mage hand. And a little boop.
There's literally no one else.
I told you, I've been using the Ruby and the Rough to conduct service until you cleared out this place. And I'm still waiting for clergy to arrive from those other gnome settlements that the voice in the sky doesn't know about.
We'll be as
Okay,
quick
so
as
we'll
we
have to
can
make it
then
quicker.
to get some guards.
Just do your best.
I will. I've been doing
And stay
it
safe.
every day. Thank you.
Nero is gonna take everybody aside, like away from the old guy, or just Kothar, depending on who wants. Like it's like he takes Kothar away, but it's like an everybody can come sort of thing, you know.
Yes, we'll go.
Except for the old guy. Nero's like, not you.
The old guy's gonna continue to talk to Yes. Just start
Yeah.
like rambling on and on and on about Callardium Smooth Hands.
Just call them smooth hands.
Smooth Hands. And every time he
Nice.
says it, it whistles, and he's just talking, and Yes, and is like,
I don't think that it's wise to help every person in need at the moment. Everybody's going to be in need. There are demon lords attacking this area, but I think getting to the source of the issue would alleviate most of these problems.
We don't need to involve ourselves too deeply with this conflict, you're correct, but at the very least we can raise the concern to the Digomatic that this is actually a problem. We, and he's gonna like gesture to everyone except Nero because Nero wasn't here, we have done a lot for the city and they are actually going to be willing to listen to us considering how much we have done and we have shown our power. I am the one who has directly banished a demon from this place back to the Seven Hells. They will listen
And-
to us.
the second god being Segojin.
Yeah.
Mhm.
In this, yeah, so Cora's very invested.
Ogre Spoon also directly spoke to us.
I don't know what Ogremok Spoon is, but I'm just
He's
I
the
want to
deity.
express caution that we can't do this every time somebody comes to us with a problem because we're going to get waylaid too much.
Me, the
We don't
DM
need
who
to.
comes up with quests, is so offended right now.
I
This
think
is
it could be
this
fun.
is not Buff Lovin saying this. This is just Nero saying this.
Like, don't
I want to make
talk
this
about
We
it.
don't
clear.
need to get...
I
You're
think
right,
it'd be
Nero.
fun to
Let's
catch
just
them.
leave. Do.
Nero wants to do the most efficient path. He is the path of least resistance. Buff Lovin loves the side quests.
Yes,
So
but your
Yaslin-
efficiency has
Yaslin
gotten us in
actually-
trouble.
Yasin actually did go everyone else, and he was actually the other guy was just talking to himself. Like,
He
Didn't
kind of like,
realize.
as you walk away,
Nicole
he
will be
kind of trails behind you at like a comfortable distance, talking at your back. And then once you join
Ye-
the huddle,
when he-
he just kind of like, he holds mid sentence at a respectful distance but so that when you come back, he can continue where he left off.
I
Yeah,
don't mind. I don't mind us like putting in a good word and everything. I'm not saying that we shouldn't help. We shouldn't help the occasional person. I'm just worried that we're going to be spending so much time with these smaller problems that we can't tackle the bigger ones.
Look, this is not a small problem. This is part of the bigger problems.
Right.
Weakening
But everything's
Duplex
part of the bigger problems here. Is my
weakening him
point.
here is going to help us in the long run.
Right. No,
So,
I'm saying
very
I'm not saying
Gonna
we
be
should.
good to do.
I'm not saying we shouldn't
Very
help
basic
these people.
question. Are we
What?
taking the rest of our expedition with us when we go to Graven Hollow, or is that just an us thing?
I-
We could have them help out here.
I was under the
If
impression
we
we were
aren't.
going to leave them here, which means that this is also going to be an outpost for us, which means if it falls into Dewey Blex's hand, we lose an outpost and we lose most of our troops.
Just save Underdark. If not save Underdark, Nero can leave.
I'm not, no.
Oh,
Cat
Nero-
Purr goes in Cora's voice. Nero can leave. Nero can
Nero-
leave.
Nero actually stops talking, and I think at this point he kind of shrinks down a little bit, even
Aw.
more, and he's just like, I wasn't trying to say that we shouldn't help them. I was just saying that we should focus. I'm sorry. And he kind of just
Kothar kind of puts a hand
slinks
on
away.
Nero's Kothar grabs Nero and says, "We're getting lost in the weeds here." I agree with you, Nero. We shouldn't be. We shouldn't.
Nero
be
keeps sinking
attention to the
lower and
main
lower and
issue.
lower.
We shouldn't.
Always
Kothar's also
flat on the
sinking
floor.
lower and
He's like
lower and
still-
lower.
He's
Melts
like still
into a-
slumping. all
You
the
slump
way.
into a puddle of slime.
Yeah.
oh gosh.
I'm literally like a 16-foot snake guy on the ground, probably up to my chest right here, and just looking up at everybody, just I didn't mean that we
Nero.
couldn't. I'm just
Nero.
You know, listen. I agree. We shouldn't be busying ourselves with every little problem that comes our way, but considering that A, this is a major city, and B, this is a major outpost, and C, we actually have relationships and established connections here, this is something that we do need to deviate from. And take
I
care
think
of.
we're all on the same page here. I just wanted to express
Yes.
caution on this specific scenario, but in the overall picture of the big picture of saving the Underdark.
Well,
Can
honestly, I
Nicole
think
pick Nero up so he's not just laying on the floor now?
Like he's like
I
this.
think it could
Yeah.
be fun that we catch them
Nero
in the
will
act.
resist you if you try.
Okay, let's do it.
Grapple check.
What do I have to do?
Just
Athletics?
Oh, I think
opposing
athletics.
Okay.
God damn
Oh
it!
my
There's no way I could beat a
God.
nat 20. Nope, there's no way I could beat a nat 20 there.
Nero finds a small hole in the ground and starts slithering back into the hole.
No, come back here.
Oh my gosh.
You can't just run away.
As you're doing that,
Faster than
Lucius,
you.
Lucius had said, Lucius, would you like to repeat what you said?
I think it could be fun to catch them in the act. You know, we move the statue and I stand on top, disguise myself as a statue, and then lightning lure them in when they come and try and dump slime on me.
Cora loves this idea.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Well,
That's
Is
the way
that
we
not
take care of the
facing the
problem,
god-
and we don't have to
if
worry
you're
about it.
gonna if you're gonna do that, then you might as well get to it, because it's usually around this time that I go to bed, and then I wake up and the slime is everywhere.
We haven't had dinner yet.
I
you just
can
not eat
feed
dinner?
you. I do eat dinner.
Turnips?
I already ate dinner, but I can make you some. I can
Do you
make
eat dinner at 5 p.m.?
Is it 5 p.m.?
I do.
I didn't know there was a time established.
I know people who have it like 4:30, and it's like, what?
I'm like 300 years old. I go to bed in the late afternoon.
Well, you know,
The older you
This
get, the
is-
earlier you go to bed.
yeah, only 300. That's
And
not
the
that
earlier
old.
you wake up.
Well,
This is
Until
Nero
eventually-
trying to slump into the shadows and avoid everybody. The stealth check is...
Nicole's holding on to him.
um,
Remember, Yaslin's a drow, so she doesn't get that other
okay,
races
let
are
me get
younger.
this straight.
Anyway,
Are you guys
yes.
gonna set up an ambush that we will get to next week, or are you gonna go and talk to the Digo-matics and ask them for assistance?
Well, we could do both eventually.
No,
But
pick one or
ambush
the
would
other so
probably
I know what
first.
to
I'm-
prepare for next week.
I mean, it can go
Ambush.
either way. Just kidding.
Oh my god.
Player wants ambush. Nicole is
Ambush.
less. Yeah.
Ambush.
Okay.
I say we
Nero wants
also
ambush, too.
we also actually go do something else as well, just so she has to perfect three.
Okay, so I'll say not right now. Okay, so you basically get information that this happens when most of the town is asleep. So you have a little bit of time in the evening. You can go get dinner. You can go to the food trucks, or you can go to an actual. You could go visit Tappy at the Foaming Mug. You can get dinner and all that, and then you can plan. Starting next week, you can do a little sneak, set up a perimeter, set up any traps that you want to set up, and we can have a proper ambush, like a reverse heist. And then I can have all week to actually prepare that and make it fun.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Yeah. Nero's just gonna stay here until the next session
Oh no.
in the shadows.
Stop
Now
guilting
Laura
us.
doesn't
That's
care.
called manipulation. Okay,
Jasmine
so
doesn't
actually, Nero, does that mean you'll like, if you don't need to eat, are you not gonna go eat with them or hang out with them as they do?
No,
their
he's
shopping?
not. He is fully invested in hiding right now.
Okay, so then I guess
Unless somebody
while-
like wants to coax him out, or like this is his.
Yep.
He is hyper focused on being in the shadows in this temple.
Okay.
And like I guess
You
he's
will
gonna
stand
help
guard.
out that way.
You're gonna stand guard.
Yeah.
Then. Okay. So I'll give you information. Here, I'm gonna make a note of all of this. Planning. Ambush.
Nicole will bring him food.
He eats like once every 2 weeks.
Yeah, he doesn't.
That's fine.
he
He'll still bring it.
doesn't, like, eat
Nicole
like
doesn't know
normal
this, but
people
he's
do.
still gonna bring him food.
Nero's explained this multiple
I know, but
times.
he's still gonna bring him food. Nicole doesn't understand.
I would like to think like you come back, you don't know where I am, but you just like leave it in the middle of the room. Like you come back 10 minutes later and the bowl's just empty, and you're like, okay.
Okay, yeah, exactly. That's exactly how it's gonna work.
Two little eyes staring from the darkness.
Nero,
Yeah.
Nero, I brought you food. Do you want to come eat? Silence. I guess I'll leave it here.
The tail sneaks
back.
forward and scoops it back.
Nero looks around, just make sure you're not there still.
Okay.
Slithers out a little.
Nero is going to keep watch. The rest of you do your thing. Maybe get some rooms at the Foaming Mug because you're going to be here overnight anyway. You'll have dinner. You'll go shopping. So when we come back next week, you can tell me what you got when you were shopping. And then the encounter of the reverse heist will begin. And I got some work to do because I think that's going to be a fun little bottom.
I now
What?
want to know what the Pink Panther sounds like backwards.
Da 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 da.
Something like that.
What level of items can we expect to be able to purchase?
No magic
Mostly
items.
Common, uncommon.
No, don't go looking for magic items. This is more like refilling your casting
Spell
stuff,
components and
spell
shit.
components. Let me make a note actually. I'll tell you what you could buy and we'll do that at the beginning. Let's see.
Because I was interested in maybe purchasing some potions.
Okay, yeah. I'll get a potion shop ready. Set up shopping. Cool. DM me what potions you were looking at, and I'll determine if they are appropriate. Yeah, we'll do like a quick little shopping thing, and then we will have our reverse heist. Catch the cult of Dweeblix and stop them in their place before they take root in the city and undo all the hard work you have done.
Man, it sounds like the Shadow Druids.
What's a shadow druid?
Sorry. Oh, never mind. It's from Baldur's Gate.
Oh, I haven't seen any shadow druids yet.
Yeah, me
Speaking
either.
of, every time you say dribbles, I can't help but think of.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
His name is, I wrote it down. His name is Splick Dribble, and it's Dribble's Emporium.
Nice.
So not Dribbles, but Dribble. Splick Dribble. Dribble's Emporium. Sorry?
When the only reason I ask is because I can switch out spells as a ranger when I level up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember when we leveled up last.
It was a bit ago.
It's been a while.
Okay.
Why?
I think it was after we started in the Underdark, but
I would get
yeah.
the alarm spell.
I'll let you go ahead and retrain that.
As a little
Without leveling up?
Sure, just swap it with another spell as just a... I'm not, like, too cranky about...
Wait. Are we long resting before this encounter so we can swap spells if we need to? Or are we going right into this encounter?
I think we would probably go directly into
I think you go directly.
I have a spell that I've never
thing.
used,
It's
but I don't
not a
have
morning
prepared because
night.
it's so niche, but I think it would be, like, roleplay-wise badass.
Tell me, and I'll let you know if that's too much, if it is going to break my encounter.
It's called Melded to Stone, and I can just melt it to stone.
I'll let you swap it.
Yeah.
Metal.
Yeah.
As a little like end of the episode teaser cliffhanger thing, do you want to do the thing that we discussed in DMs earlier today, Scarlett, or no?
No, that's going to become relevant. Oh, shoot.
Not that thing, the other thing.
Yeah, fuck. Hold on. DM me and with all the information really quick, and we'll do it.
It's the.
I have to like scroll through all of our shit to find it.
Yeah. Hold on, my dog's not letting me type on my keyboard. Give me a second.
Okay, hold on. I'll find it.
No type.
I'll find it.
Yeah, he's like, you're petting me.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, now I remember. Okay. DM me. Okay.
Right? This is so hard.
Sorry.
Ow. Not you. No, I'm not saying why are you making this hard to you. I'm saying it's my dog.
Oh, Cora.
Who just wants lovins.
As you all are, before you go shopping, you're sitting outside of a gnomish bakery with like a giant pretzel covered in like a mushroom cheesy bread, like this delicious meal that you're sharing with your brother. You hear in your head, it's like a whisper cutting in and out, like someone is trying to contact you.
She looks at Catpur to see if Catpur hears anything.
Catpur is just like, good. And you just hear, like, underwater, like, I'm sorry. And then it cuts.
In her head, she's gonna say, "Hello."
Nothing responds. There is interference. But the voice you heard was Jamage. And that's where we're going to lay.
Shit!
We're going to leave off right there.
Wow.
Let's do some golden buzzers. Kothar.
I'm gonna give it to Nero for really playing into into Nero's character today because I thought it was great. Between the retail Nero and the going down into the ground Nero, I thought it was great.
Awesome, Nicole.
Just want to disappear. Cora, for doing the game thing where you break into the shop and just steal the shit out of everything. We haven't done that. We've never
Definitely
done
needed
that.
I know, that's what
Gimme
surprised
it.
me. That's the first time you guys have
We needed
ever
to check that off of our
shoplifted.
list for sure. Yeah.
Well, because they're not nice. So Cora doesn't mind stealing from them.
But you
And
didn't
now she
know that
has a
at the
little
time.
accomplice. Yeah, she does.
Cat per accomplice? Cat per accomplice?
Yeah.
Take
No accomplice.
everything.
Well, we've all become accomplices by taking it, so
That's right.
we don't know, but
Oh yeah, each of those gold bars is stamped with identification. Just kidding.
Ink packs
Fair enough.
on them.
it'll be fine.
Lucius,
I'm gonna give mine
That's right,
to
Lanchak.
Nicole, just
Anna Zero stole mining brochures magazine.
Oh, yeah.
Masonry.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Lucius. I didn't mean to cut you off.
it's all good. I give mine to Nicole just because of the slime eating thing. I thought that was really funny,
That was
and just
very
going along
funny.
with the dream sequence.
Narrow.
Gosh, oh, don't bite me. I'm gonna give mine to Kothar, for explaining the importance of like helping Blingdenstone. I think expositionally for the chat, it was a good way to catch him up to what we're doing, and I liked it.
Cora.
Kothar, for ritual casting, I don't remember the name of it, but
Divination?
just having divination and
Mhm.
really understanding the importance of what was happening here, and yeah, it was doing cleric things and good role playing while doing cleric things.
Yaslin.
Lucius, because I'm liking the little blueprints we getting of his new personality and stuff like that, and also being outside the store.
Help backwards.
Yep.
Is that a Kothar? Or did Kothar and
think so.
Lucius
Isn't it
tie?
Kothar Cora
Just
tie?
Kothar.
Wait,
Both a
I
Cora.
only got,
I
I
don't
only
know.
got one. No, I just got one.
Okay, well,
Oh, you just got one?
Kothar.
Nero can't count, so
Kothar, you got a golden
Yay.
buzzer. I'm gonna mark that on the inside.
just kidding. He loves counting.
I see that. I see
Nero
that.
does indeed love counting.
Yeah.
You know who else loves counting? Retsu's
Yeah.
accountant character in Pathfinder.
There we go.
Is there a problem?
There's a feat called approximate. It's like a general or
That's a
skill
spell.
feat.
That one's a spell.
Oh, what's the feat that you have?
One of them is called approximate, and the other one is
He knows.
I forgot what it's called, but
He
it's
knows,
a different one.
Basically, he knows he can look at something and know the exact number it is. And so he was like, how many flies are on my body right now? I had to like roll a 1d1000 to tell him.
And it got
I
three.
love the feats. I love feats that like mostly just annoy the DM.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he like was climbing through this banana sludge that bugs were everywhere, and he came out and he was like, "How many bugs are on me?" And I rolled 1d1000, and it was 3. I was like, "There's 3 bugs on you."
Just 3 of them.
All right,
That's so
guys.
funny.
The other really annoying thing that he has is the super taster feat, where I can tell exactly what something is made of. When I eat it.
So we ate the
lick it.
banana. I almost got that one as well.
Dude, it's
Oh, it's so
thing.
good
Guys-
though.
Did you hear that thing where, like, regardless of if you've actually licked something, you can look at anything and know exactly what it would feel like on your tongue?
That's true. I think
No.
about that all the time.
Yeah.
Wait, what is
Literally
this?
look at look at anything like in your
And
room
imagine
and you know exactly what it would feel like on your tongue.
Oh, I hate
Like if
that.
I
Oh god.
Do you,
Oh god.
do you want to know the science behind that? Because it's actually pretty
Sure.
interesting. As kids or as
We
like
put a lot of
babies
stuff
and
in our
toddlers,
mouths.
we put a lot of stuff in our
Yeah.
mouths, and
it's-
touch and like finger touch and tongue touch are very similar things. So like if you've touched something before, you're like, oh, that's how it would feel in my mouth.
Dude, I am running my tongue
Because those two
psychically through my whole office right now, and it is every little dent, divot. Like if there's a change in
Yeah.
surface, I'm like,
Uh-huh.
huh.
You can know. Like
Mhm.
this. I want to
One thing
lick
that I
this
don't
real
know.
bad. Yeah, go
That
ahead.
is wild. How accurate. Oh my goodness.
Straight
Nope,
from
I
the
just have one thing
the
that
funny
I've
thing
never
is-
put in my mouth. So
The funny
was
thing is, I've
right.
actually got something right here that I probably have had in my mouth at one point, which is this, because I've actually had this since I was very, very, very young.
Oh, there you go.
Aw.
I
should
can
probably
see
just
right in front of
know.
it.
All right. On
Yeah,
that
I probably
note,
already know.
except
Sorry for breaking some of your brains, Kuretsu.
No.
Like
that was amazing.
oh no, that's fine.
Lucius, you're not
Did-
going to be here next week, are you?
Nope.
Okay.
I will be at a Sullivan King concert
I'm
in
so
Lost Lands.
fucking jealous,
Very
but
cool.
I will take over Lucius as far as like his role in this heist.
That's fine.
And kill everyone.
you're gonna be the statue. That's cool.
Yeah, I'll make you a statue. All right, guys, you're amazing. See you next week. Next week is the last week that I'm going to be late because starting the week after. Actually, I might not be late next week because my in-laws are going to be in town. Excellent.
So next week is actually the last week of not being daylight savings for me as well.
There we go.
So I'm going to have to be an hour earlier.
Okay. That'll be the same for me, or it'll be an hour later
Yeah.
for me in November. It'll be the same for
Yeah,
all of you.
it'll be an hour earlier in
Right.
Okay.
November as well. So because it's going to go 1 hour at the start of October for me, then it's going to go to another hour earlier when you guys end out.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Okay. That was freaking incredible, everyone. This was a lot of fun. This session went in a really neat direction. First time you laughed all week, Land Shark. That's... Well, I hope we can get you to laugh more this week. Let me find someone to host. That was a lot of fun. Thanks for being here, everyone. I really enjoyed that. Thank you for dinner, by the way. I'm going to go feast some more. Also, wait, let me see if Leo's awake or not. Is Leo awake? Yes, he's still awake. That's interesting. Okay. Don't forget, I am sponsored by Coffee Brand Coffee. If you click on that link in the chat and use Scarlet, SCXRLET, at checkout, you will get a discount on your coffee. Thank you so much for being here. I'm just gonna let it do its thing automatically. I'm gonna go help put my little bean to sleep. Next time I'll see you should be on Tuesday. Assuming Steven doesn't have... I was supposed to stream last Tuesday, but I didn't because Steven had to take a midterm. So they needed me. He needed me to watch Leo. So anyways, I thank you so much for watching Out of the Abyss. The first couple episodes are a bit long. But then we cut it down to significantly shorter, and it's a lot easier to watch after that. I will say hi. You're on your path to make your hair look as good as mine. It is